Welcome to another episode of Business and Beyond with Awero Billions. My guest today is the #1 citizen of Tamirah entrepreneurship community, the founder of Tamirah Fabrics, and the technical head of World Bank funded Quora Cares for MSME program. Tamirah, good morning.
Good morning.
Where is all the World Bank money?
Funny enough, I'm just a messenger.
Why won't
I am just a messenger. Firstly, I want to say this is actually long overdue. I think we've been talking about sitting on your hot seat for over a month now. But guess what, guys? I am glad I'm finally here. I'm doing this with my Awero Billions.
She's taking over my show.
Don't mind me. Not
Where is the money? Emma for a bomole.
Awero. Awero.
Why haven't I got some money?
You know me. I'm always hustling for my daily 2K. There's no money anywhere. I'm hustling for my daily 2K. Give me job. Give me influencing job and let me hustle.
World Bank funded. Is World Bank small?
So when it comes to Quora Cares for World Bank funded program, is actually a program run by the 36 states and the FCT, basically, to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on vulnerable households and businesses in Nigeria, Quora included as well. I'm opportune to serve as the technical head of the program. This program has been running for over 3 years now in the States, and a lot of vulnerable businesses have actually benefited from the program as well. The thing is, when it comes to social intervention, with social intervention program, we working under the programs. For me, myself, I call myself a messenger. The job is actually to impact life, basically. So when people hear this kind of program, they think you're the one making the money, but this money is actually designed for vulnerable people, for vulnerable households, for vulnerable farmers, for vulnerable business owners. And the fulfillment that comes with it is to actually see that the people that actually need this support are getting it. So that's where the whole drive and fulfillment comes from.
I want to agree with you because the English is plain. But why do you think you were nominated for that position?
Oh,
is it because you are a fanzine politician?
No, I think I was prepared coming to this show because I know Awero. The thing about Awero, people think Awero is gentle.
I'm gentle,
but I call her Madam Glasgow. don't mind all this you're seeing, though. Don't mind all this you're seeing, though. So, speaking of, let me take it from where you stopped. Yeah. Speaking of fanzine with politicians, at times I hear that a lot, but I think it comes with my work ethics, my passion, and my personality, basically. For me, people have different definition of things, and for me, I feel like people have opinion to whatever they say, so I never get offended. I'm ever bubbly, I'm ever smiling. Quran says smile is sooner, you know. So for me, life is not hard. I think we all have challenges, we all have problems, but my bubbly self will always come. I can't control it, and I've come to terms with it that it is who I am. But when it comes to this program, I was not actually even selected. It's funny how I was recommended fine, but I submitted a CV, I did interview. After my interview session, I was picked. I got double promotion on this job. I didn't even start this job, funny enough, as a technical head. I started this job as the team lead of the IT enhancement grant, which was not later done by the state, and just the operational grant was done. And after being the team lead of the IT enhancement grant, I was promoted to be the head of operations of the program, and later on I was promoted to be the technical head. So that's basically, so it's a growth system.
It's plenty. So what killed Tamirah Fabrics? Why is it dead?
For me, I won't say Tamirah Fabric is dead. I would say currently, especially this year, I put Tamirah Fabrics on hold because I'm currently restructuring. I think just few people in my circle know, my family and my very good friends. Tamirah Fabrics has been on hold because I want it to stand on its own without me being involved. I've been running Tamirah Fabrics all alone for years now. And I think I've gotten to a point of growth whereby I want to have a business whereby whether I'm involved or I'm not involved, this business is living, this business is thriving. I don't want to be the one attending to DMs. I don't want to be the one sending packages anymore. I don't want to be the one.
Money don't come.
No. So it's not about the money don't come. I'm still hustling. Funny enough, the millions never even hit the account. But you get to a stage in your life whereby you need to put your house in order, and you need to give yourself room for growth as well. And one of the ways that you can also give yourself room for growth is by restructuring your business and actually make it structured, right? For instance, if not for this conversation, what I'm currently wearing is one of my designs of Tamirah fabrics. I'm also trying to introduce ready to wear Afrocentric pieces, Afrocentric accessories into the brand as well. So I don't just want it to be just fabric, because I realize that most times, even when I dress up, a lot of people give me compliments. So why can't I start designing my own ready to wear outfits as well? So for me, I feel like Rome wasn't built in a day, and this is where a lot of business owners get it wrong. One thing people don't know is my own philosophy of life. I am my own competition. Nobody is chasing me. I am not in competition with anyone. I am my own competition, right? And I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry. Nobody is chasing me. I'm not looking at somebody's space to determine my own. So even if it takes me 2 years to restructure Tamirah Fabrics, I'm moving at my own pace, because guess what? To restructure a business, I realize that it comes with a lot of funding as well, right? I currently rented a store that I'm currently working on. Tamirah Fabrics has been an online store for as long as you know it.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to introduce also a physical outlet whereby I can welcome walk-in customers as well. You know, all these things require a lot of capital. And for me, I'm not going to be in a hurry to now start dipping my hand where I'm not supposed to dip my hand into, right? So if it takes 3 years to finish restructuring Tamirah Fabrics, if it takes 4 years, if it takes 1 year, if it takes 2 years, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is the objective of the whole restructuring as a goal, right? So at the end of the day, when this is done, all you guys will come and you see that, oh, okay, it is worth the wait, it's worth the wow, and we can put the beautiful things out there. Fabrics. Thank you.
Talking about competition,
yeah,
you said you are not in a competition with anyone.
Yeah.
So how come you stole CTF exhibition? How come you stole CTF exhibition?
Oh my goodness!
People that were in our community and took part in the community.
Oh my God! So I get this question a lot all the time. And you know, it's so funny with Ilorin people. Ilorin people can be very, very funny people. You know, Ilorin people are kind of people that at times I'm scared of. You know, most people ask you questions, but most times they ask you questions out of curiosity, and I know you're one of them. You're also asking me questions out of curiosity because I wear
if I don't ask you that question, my class will beat me.
But I'm going to answer you that question. I think this is the first time I'll be addressing this actually publicly, right? I'll go straight to the question you asked without deviating from what you did not ask me. Yeah. When it comes to CTF exhibition, CTF exhibition was a very good friend, right? And when she started her brand, she contacted me. Somebody recommended you to me that if I actually want to do this thing well, contact you. You have the audience to push, the energy to push, and all that. We met and we moved from there. Eventually, I liked her as a person, apart from the whole brand and whole, you know, and we became friends. But along the line, the wheel fell off the wagon, which happens, right? But I started hearing different things. Even she, not even hearing, she actually put it out there publicly that, oh, Tamirah stole my community members, Tamirah stole my brand, Tamirah stole this, Tamirah stole that, which is fine, right? I always tell people something. I owe nobody an explanation.
You owe me.
Right? But now that you want to put me on the hot seat, you are making it seem as if I owe you an explanation. So basically, a lot of people see the brand Tamirah which has different branches. There's Tamirah Fabrics, there's Tamirah Wellbeing Initiative, and now there's Tamirah Entrepreneurship Community.
Our community.
Tamirah Entrepreneurship Community was actually bettered from Kwarapina Palliative that I designed in 2020 during COVID, basically. I realized that I actually have a voice. I don't have money, but I have a voice, right? And I realized that people actually listen when I speak. And as at that time, Tamirah Fabrics, that was an online store, already has over 10K followers. And when I put things out on Tamirah Fabrics, I realized people listen, right? People read my caption. My caption can be this long, but people take their time and they read it, right? And at that moment, few people reach out to me then. They were seeking for financial help, as little as 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and that touched me. And it was at that moment it hit me like, okay, I might not actually have money to give these people, but I have a voice. And as a BSc computer science graduate, immediately an idea came up to my mind. Why not design something whereby people can actually support each other, support these vulnerable businesses, and make them survive for this period, you know? Then I designed a Google form, put out Kwarapina Palliative out there, and I shot a video in my compound, and I put it out there for people that have been badly hit by the pandemic, business owners that have been badly hit by the pandemic, to actually fill the form. But to my greatest surprise, in 24 hours, I received over 900 applications.
I also applied.
And you also applied. Oh, did you get the palliative?
No, when you sent me message for the palliative.
Oh, you received message. Yes, oh, that's
I realized
good.
That, that was not what I needed.
Yeah.
So I sent you a message to inform you that, okay, I have enough food to eat.
Yeah, that's good. Which you take me to where I'm going. Yeah. Actually, I like that you brought this up, And within 72 hours, I received about 1,250 applications. So at that point, I had to close the application portal. I didn't expect that much. So at that moment, I sent the video to my contact list on WhatsApp. To my greatest surprise, like that same day, my friends in the UK, my family members, they started contributing money. Send me your account number, send me your account number. And they were sending money into my account. And immediately, myself and my husband, we just went to the market and I started buying food stuff, And at the end of the day, I now had to restructure it because 1,002 at a go is a lot, And I wanted to give something substantial. At that point, we were sharing one bag of rice for 2 people, 1 carton of spaghetti for 2 people, 1 carton of Indomie for 6 people, 1 liter of groundnut oil, and 2 kg of sugar. Which was even a lot. So we had to restructure it to a batches of 100, send out SMS per batch, distribute in stadium. I was able to get volunteers, and they all came on board. So we're doing it in batches. A lot of people were contributing, So many people that I know today started from there. Even a lot of commissioners that I know today, they donated, contributed, and all that, And we did that. But guess what? At the 3rd batch, I felt not fulfilled. In as much as channels came to interview, Kwara TV came to interview during the distribution, that one, people were talking about it. But for me, I didn't get the fulfillment. And the fulfillment for me was, at that point, it hit me. I've not actually solved any of these business owners' problems. And it hit me because I felt like, depend on the household size. With the food that I've given you, depending on the household size, some household will finish it in 2 weeks, some will finish it in 3 weeks, and some maximum of a month. And after they finish eating this food, what happens? So it was at that moment I realized that, okay, why not bring these people together and give them support, give them business support, mentorship support, training support, share business information that can help them upskill, that can help them grow. And that is what actually bettered tech, right? And at that point, in June 2020, tech actually started 31st of May 2020. I put a message out there. Tala worked closely with me. Influencer Tala, we designed everything about tech together. We sat down and we designed it together, in terms of the message people get right now, in terms of if you want to join tech, the procedure, we designed that together and I just put it out there. I posted it on my page. I'll send you some references on Instagram on that day, and I sent a bulk email to everybody that applied for Parapinoa Palliative. It was actually designed for them, right, to join the community.
So technically, you did not steal CTF community
members. The bad you are looking for, you will not get it from me. You know, so if I am at a point whereby, you know, it's so funny whereby somebody can be writing bad words on WhatsApp, but I'm not even reacting. Is it you that you are even on the hot seat beside me that will be reacting to? Nah, you can't get that from me.
Tamirah, a bad person.
You can't get that from me.
Okay, let's talk about your influencing.
Thank you.
Influencing to me, now people go tell you say you are an influencer.
Yeah.
No be you go come outside say I be influencer, right?
Yeah.
When you influence for people, do they get 100% results every time?
To be honest with you, not every time, right? And not every time, depending on the kind of products that you are influencing for, and depending on the circumstances of that situation at that particular time, right? I've influenced for brands that got 100%. I've influenced for brands that did not get 100%. And most times when I influence for brands that did not get 100%, I feel bad, even though I have no control over it. And that taught me a lesson. Right now, I'm very picky. And that taught me to be very careful of the kind of brands I also work with, because it might not actually align with my audience, right? So at the end of the day, at times now, people say they reach out to Tamirah, she's not giving them the answer back, or she's not responding. Not that I don't want to work with your brand, but I don't want to take your money, and at the end of the day, you will not get 100% results. I can easily take your money, but I don't want to take your money and not give you 100% results. So that's basically it.
What do you think of trade fairs?
Trade fairs is good.
I want you to analyze it one after the other. So what do you think of Kwasima trade fair?
No, let me take it from where you started from.
Trade fair itself.
When it comes to trade fairs, I tell people something. I think I'll recommend trade fair for businesses that are 2 to 3 years above, and I have my reasons. Trade fairs is an investment. That is what I call trade fair. Trade fairs most time is to give you that exposure, that awareness, that reach that you're looking for, opportunity for new customers. But you can only get those opportunity also if you invest in the marketing before the trade fair. So that is where people get it wrong. People pay for trade fair and they expect to go to the trade fair ground and make 2 million that they did not even make in 2 weeks while they are in their shops.
Like 10 million.
You know. So people have high expectation for trade fair. People have high expectation in terms of revenue to make profits, in terms of the revenue, in terms of the profit making at the end of the day. But what trade fair does for you is to actually give you that opportunity, future opportunity to actually make sales in your business, right? I've seen people go to trade fair ground. They might not really make so much sale, but after the trade fair, they get deals. They get deals, wholesale deals, they get distributorship deals, you know, to mention a few. They even make sales at the end of the day, because I might go to a trade fair ground with 100,000 naira. I might have exhausted my money before getting to your store, but I can see that you have nice products. I can still actually pick the name of your brand and later patronize you, you know. So that works. At times also, I can eat a trade fair ground. I see different brands. My head is actually recording your brand names or seeing your products. I can one day see your products on Instagram and I'll end up patronizing you. It has worked for me. It has worked for a lot of people also like that. So I would say trade fair is an opportunity, is a field whereby for businesses that are ready to invest in marketing of trade fair, to make that noise before the trade fair day, to push people to actually come out to support your brand before the trade fair day. There is a lot of investment that has to be done, a lot of advertisement, a lot of sponsored ad, you know, and that's why I said that it is not for a newbie, because for a newbie, you might not really have that budget for marketing, right? So at the end of, and you might be expecting so much from the sales, which might not actually happen. And you might not be ready to wait for the future gains, you know. So for micro business owners, for businesses that are above 2 to 3 years, I think they can still take the hit for the waiting period, basically. So for me, with trade fair is a good opportunity, but it's not an opportunity for everybody.
It's not an opportunity for everybody.
Yes.
I actually saw a post. I think I read it on this island story.
Yeah.
Do you know Ondis?
Yes, I follow her.
So she mentioned that she made 30 million naira at the trade fair and she didn't make any profits. So it's possible for you to make
speaking of making profits, I was having a discussion with somebody yesterday, and we were talking about making profits. And it was actually the food niche, and we were discussing about the food niche. And I was telling them, I said, see, you know what? I've seen a lot of business owners in Kwara. They make sales, but they are not making money. They make sales, but they are not making profits. So people don't know the difference between the two. When you make sales, money is coming into your account. But the money coming into your account is not resulting into anything. A business that is not profitable is not a business. If you're running a business and you're not making profits, close it down. Now, people are eager to make sales, not making money. People are desperate to make sales, not making money. People don't want a customer to pass them by. They always want any customer that come, let me. But at the end of the day, you might end up selling a product for 5,000 naira without making any profit. Whereas you're supposed to sell this product for 7,500 or 6,000 or 6,500 before you can even earn a profit on it. Because when you come to your packaging, it's an expenses. Even if you are not running you're not running a physical store. When it comes to your data, is an expenses. When it comes to delivery, you are taking that product to the pack to send to somebody, is an expenses. So all these things are the little expenses apart from the product itself that you are supposed to be earning on, but you are not earning. So at the end of the day, so we're using the food industry as an example. When you approach some caterers, some people will give you per plate is 6,000, some people will give you per plate is 3,500, some people will give you per plate is 4,000. But guess what? Somebody giving you per plate is 3,500 might just be desperate to make sales. Might not really be that the person is actually making profits, right? So these are the issues. So we have a lot of business owners right now in Kwara whereby they are getting their pricing wrong. You're doing business, money is coming in, but you're not making profits. So at the end of the day, it's more or less like you're not doing a business.
In charity. Into charity. I mean. For somebody who has been able to organize a community that is running without her, what advice would you give to somebody that is looking to create a community?
I love this. I love this because I get this a lot. And for me, it's not when you want to start a community, first of all, you need to understand what are your goals and objectives for you to want to start this community. I think that is where a lot of people get it wrong, right? And I always tell people something, even apart from community, whatever it is you want to do in life, your goals and your objective will be your roadmap. It will be your guidance. It will be what will be leading every step that you take in that thing that you want to do, right? So, for instance, I'll take the other route. If you want to start a community and you feel like, okay, I actually want to be popular in Ilorin. I want to be known in my environment. I want to be known in my community. I want people to know my name. I want to actually do things to put me out there. Let me start a community. Now, that is one goal and objective. Now, what will be guiding your movements and everything you do in that community will be about your popularity and your gains, right? But just like for me, when I started tech, it's based on passion, it's based on being compassionate, right? And that guides every single decision that I make in tech. That guides every little person that I listen to and I try to push forward behind closed doors, right? Basically. So like you already know, like I said, there are a lot of things that we do in tech that is not even out there. It's just within the community. And that's basically because tech was not started based on popularity or gains or financial or whatever it is, right? So if anybody wants to start a community, number one, first of all, know the fact that you're coming to serve people. It is a service. You will serve people. Yes, you are the leader, but leadership comes with sacrifices. Leadership comes with also rendering a service to people. Leadership comes with listening, paying attention to people's grievances, basically, because you can't put so many people in a space and don't expect grievances once in a while. So you should have a very attentive ears. Everybody should be allowed to air their voices, have opinions, welcome their opinions. Guess what? Whatever it is you actually even welcome will also be a gain to all. Because one thing I've also realized about life, you cannot know it all, right? So you should actually give people the opportunity to also hear their voices. We've done a lot of things in tech today that was not even my idea. Tech networking hangout was not my idea. The monthly contribution we do via Piggyverse was not my idea, you know. So, and this is because of the fact that running a community to say, yes, I'm only opportune to bring this community to life, but this community is owned by all. So when you want to have a community, let people know that they should have free to ownership as well. They should have a sense of belonging within the community. So you shouldn't be like, yes, I'm the community head, so everything must be about you. No, the community members should have a sense of ownership to the community. There, it will now be like a one big family. And the good thing about having a community is the fact that you never run out of support. For people that know how to use the community. There are people in community that they don't even know what they are sitting on. They don't even realize they are sitting on a gold mine, right? There are people in the community that I feel like they don't even understand why they are actually there. Maybe somebody just recommended and they are expecting something else. But when you are in a community, know something for a fact. The community owner is not meant to spoon feed you. You are in a community to network, to interact, to actually make sales, to reach new customers, to mention a few. So it is left, the ball is in your court to take advantage of all these steps to put yourself out there. You can't be in a community and not even engage with anybody for months. And when opportunity comes, you expect to be remembered. You know, it's people that put themselves out there within the community that will be remembered first. So when you want to be in a community, you should be ready to also support others, to also engage with others, to also interact with others, to also refer other people. There's no way you refer me, I will not refer you back. You know, so a community is about a mutual benefit at the end of the day. So don't be shy to actually relate to people. I hear this a lot when people say, tech, there are caucus in tech. People form caucus in tech, and people do this in tech, right? And I laugh most of the time because I'm also in other community, you know. And don't expect people to spoon feed you. These people that you feel they form caucus in tech, these people that you see speaking in tech, why can't you also speak? Why can't you also engage? Why can't you also support other people? You know, so like I said, the ball is in our court.
I actually had somebody who mentioned to me that she stopped speaking because people don't engage her when she speaks. Like, you know, when people are giving their opinions and, you know, we are engaging one another. And when she speaks, what she hears is cricket.
Okay,
so like that was why she stopped, because I can assure you, you know, you are the community leader.
Yeah.
Not many people would come and meet you.
Yes.
That this is happening in tech, you understand?
Yeah.
So, but they might want to gossip it with community members like me. So when they come and meet me that there is caucus in tech, and I'm like, which caucus?
so this is the thing, right? When it comes to, you know, when we speak and when we write, doesn't come the same way. And at times, I tell people something, you might write to me, and I might write to you. The way I read your message might be different from the way you read my message and you get the message. But when we speak to each other, we get it up from, because I can read your emotions. I can read your body language, to mention a few. And I tell people something, when you are in a space filled with people, you need to try to stand out. I remember when Lavish joined tech.
Yeah,
Lavish was a newbie in tech, but within a month, Lavish was over popular in tech. How did she do it? So these are the questions, right? How did she do it? When Sparkling joined tech, Sparkling, even you, when it's now that you are mellow in tech, you don't really talk like before again. You understand? And I'm sure that because you have so many things in your plate, so many things to engage on, so many activities. This is you now. You are going for one influencing gig. This video shoot is just what is stopping you. So you are a billion. You are making billions now. So which is quite
bring the billions,
which is quite understandable. You get my point. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that you are on a field filled with people. You need to be sarcasm at times. You need to actually even say some things in some ways to actually grab people's attention and just to make them laugh, So everything should not be about overly serious way of communicating.
I think this is where people's personality
comes to play. Yes.
So I feel like a lot of people that are finding it hard to navigate communities generally is because of their personality.
Yes.
Like, for example, my sisters are in tech.
Yeah.
And nobody knows them.
They've never spoken. No, because I was surprised the day you told me these two people are my sisters, and I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? They are your sisters. So I think I completely agree with you. That is where personality comes to play. There are some people that they are extremely outspoken. They are extremely open-minded. They are not quiet. They are not shy to express themselves. They will always have an edge over the shy ones. But that doesn't mean that because you say you are quiet, that doesn't mean you should not be able to express yourself. Because to be honest with you, at the end of the day, as a business owner, and I think it's one of the reasons why I actually started tech, to bring people out of their shell. And I've seen a lot of people come out of their shell. In as much as we've not been able to achieve 100% results, due to the fact that also me, myself, my hands have been so full these days. I've not been available the way I used to be available before in tech. And I think that is something that by the special grace of God, come 2025 is also something that I'm also looking to work on, to see how I can actually have a balance to give my community members my 100% as well, But at the end of the day, what still boils down is the fact that I have seen people actually come out of their shell with tech. But that's based with the fact that, okay, then we had a lot of engaging activities that we were actually using to push people out there, to push people out there, So I think that's what we are still going to resolve back to still go back to these activities that we normally do, that we normally use to engage people, to do a lot of exercises within the community, to engage them, to push themselves out there, to be able to express themselves. So that's what we are going to go back to.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
This show is not sweet.
I was expecting that's both.
This show is not.
Me, I'm a serious-minded woman, baby. So what do you want? Oh yeah, tell me what you want.
I don't want anything. Come and be going. Thank you very much for coming. No. Give me what I want.
We cannot solve this thing. So the thing about me, right? I know that you had so much high hopes for Bassboots, but when it comes to me, I'm all about positive energy, right? I'm all about positive energy. I'm all about smiles, all about good vibes.
I love it, actually.
So that is what I am all about. And for me, I don't like crying over spilled milk, right? When a situation happens, what is the solution? What is the way forward? That's my own philosophy of life, right? Basically. So I don't dwell over something bad that has happened to me. In as much as that thing might really, really hurt me, but I've gone through so much in my life that things like this are small to me, right? And at the end of the day, I just feel like every day we wake up, we don't even know what will happen to us the next minute. So why not just have fun? Why not just be happy? Why not just have good vibe among people around you, So basically, that's the energy I go with. That's the energy I flow with, And I've come to realize that even when I don't engage with people, I get to so many space that even some people that I don't know, the way they will greet me, the way they will hug me. I don't know you. I can't put the face, but I'll just have to give you back the energy and the vibe, and that works for me a lot. So you might be expecting some basketball, but unfortunately, I am not a basketball.
One last question,
madam.
One last is you had such a beautiful relationship with CTF.
Yeah.
Do you think that your relationship is fixable?
Of course, why not? Of course, why not? Of course it is. Like I said, I don't want to go into detail, but answering your question, why not? It's not the first time things like this is happening, and it was fixed. But for me, I think I just want to there's a saying, right? There are people that you meet in your life, it's just for a phase, right? You might meet somebody within a phase. They are not there to stay in your life permanently. They are just there to spend that moment in your life. Yeah, right? There are some people you also meet in your life whereby they will just be in your past, but they might not be in your future. And there are some people that you meet in your future that they will be there forever. So in life, God has created different kind of people that will come into your journey, but that doesn't mean that they will end your journey with you. So that's basically it.
Thank you very much, the wise Tamirah. Today I met the wise Tamirah. Before is the bad Tamirah because she see camera. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The growth is very evident.
Thank you. But that is how it should be now.
Yeah. We are learning from you. We the small bad